for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Because when you have friends and you have discrepancies, but they're not really discrepancies, you should always reach out to that friend. I work 21 hours a day, and I was always the guy, like, me and you been boys how long? How many times have I called you, to be honest? None. That's my point. That ain't right. At least a text, shout out, DM, something. And I've been hard as that year because before Kobe passed away, my sister passed away. And I was always I'll call her tomorrow. Let me go about this business. I'll call you tomorrow. I'll call you tomorrow. I'll call you tomorrow. And then you wake up and they're not here. So that, and so if I could just see him one last time, and we
I sent I'm share screening, Tom.
stories like that, like
Sounds good.
Alright. I'm gonna start it up now.
Alright.
Like me and my boys, we bump heads all the time. We've been friends for 20 years, but the respect is still there. You know, but then so that was the beginning of the internet and all that stuff. So if I say something, now everybody will don't make each other. But no, I was in charge, right? He had his little clique on the team, I had my little clique on my team, but the respect was always good. We gotta get along. You want to shoot? I'm saying, nah, that's his ball. I said, no, I want to shoot. And you know, we had our little styles, but that's been going on since Little League. But I always tell people, the story y'all talking about would be better if we have no championships. But we got 3 in a row. And I want y'all to look at this clip after the show. First championship, we win, I put my hands on 30,000 motherfuckers on the ball. Who the first dude to jump my arm? 30,000. But we got beef. We got disagreements.
Welcome back to Chicago. Bears and the Bengals here in Week 18. Job is simple for Chicago. They need to win the game to make the playoffs. If they lose, Washington is in. First possession of the game will go to Cincinnati. And it'll be Joe Burrow, who has led a record-breaking offense this season and wants to continue that here today in Soldier Field. First play is going to be completion gain about 5. Short throw, and that is bread and butter first down play there for Cincinnati. They like to get 5 to 10 yards on first down, get the drive going on a nice rhythm play. And down to give it to Mixon, and he is just short of the first down, maybe by about a few inches to the 39. So our first third down of the day will be from the Cincinnati 39-yard line. Burrow will call his own number and pick up the first down. Bengals now taking over at the 40-yard line after the QB sneak from Burrow. It's the Chicago Bears here in this AFC North, NFC North battle. Burrow looking right, and he finds somebody. That is Mixon. There to the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of about 6 there to the 46-yard line, and another nice pickup on first down for the Bengals. Burrow under pressure, still finds a way to complete it to Higgins. And T. Higgins has another first down for Cincy. Works his way across midfield to the 45. That's going to be into Chicago territory on Higgins' first reception of the afternoon. Mixon one more time up the middle, across the 40 he goes. And again, you see it's like clockwork with the Bengals. Gain of 6 on first down, gain of 5 on first down. But they always seem to set themselves up in a second and short situation. Second down, play action throw. Burrow looking deeper down the field, and he's got Jamar Chase. And Chase taken down at the 11. Pickup of 30. Let's see, we're going to check on the stat card. Pickup 29 there from Jamar Chase. And the first time they call his number, but the area of the field that he likes to work deep down the middle. Working on that man coverage that time, and the Bengals have a red zone visit on the opening possession of the game. Just getting a snap off in time is Burrow before finding a wide open Collins, and he will dive into the end zone. And that'll be a Bengals touchdown. And Joe Burrow has now tossed touchdown number 48 on this season. Extra point here from Evan McPherson, former Florida Gator. Here in the Windy City late in the season. Week 18, this is the last game of playoff relevance. The Buffalo Bills clinched the 7th seed this morning after defeating the New Orleans Saints in a blowout fashion. Again, those of you just joining us, Chicago needing to win this game to make the playoffs. If they lose, Washington will be the 7th seed and take on the Arizona Cardinals in the wild card round. So, of course, Coach Lon awaiting this game and watching intently as he's looking to see who will be playing next week. And in the meantime, Justin Fields will come out into the field with the Chicago offense for the first time in front of 70,000 faithful Chicago fans. And Chicago will start in the air. Fields under pressure. Deep down left sideline. He's looking for his number 1 target. And, of course, Mike Evans comes down with it in traffic. Pickup of 48 yards. Working on Daxton Hill for a Michigan Wolverine. And Mike Evans, as you see, he's a tough matchup in one-on-one coverage because it's almost like a basketball player going for a rebound. He just has that ability to high point the football, as you see it there in the replay, and kick the feet in bounds. Beautiful play, a pitch and catch there from Fields to Evans. So just in one play, the Bears are at the cusp of being in the red zone. They'll go right back to the air. Fields this time a shorter pass. It's complete. And out of bounds at the 19-yard line is Darnell Mooney. So a couple of nice throws here as you see the contrast in these two offenses. The Bears, it's interesting. I think their offense adapts depending on the defense they see per week. But, you know, given the matchup, they take what the defense gives them. You give up a deep throw, they'll take that. If you give up the check down, they'll take that. So here's Fields looking deeper down the field, and he finds Mike Evans again, who finds the end zone. What an effort there from Evans. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game up. The officials are going to review this, make sure Evans was across the line, and it is overturned. It looks like after the replay, his knee was down prior to the ball crossing the plane. So it'll be first and goal for Chicago. Fields will call his own number, and he's in. So the Bears end up scoring on the very next play after the Evans reception. Justin Fields will do it himself. And now the Bears are an extra point away from tying this up. It is Rodrigo Blankenship from about the 15, and the kick is good. And we are tied. 4-play, 75-yard drive for Chicago. Just a minute and 55 seconds come off the clock. And you saw two drives from these respective franchises end in touchdowns and different types of drives. You saw the Bengals more methodical, working their way down the field piece by piece, and with the Bears using the shot play on the very first play of the drive to get into the red zone. So with 3:10 remaining in the first quarter, Cincinnati will begin their second drive, and it'll start with Joe Mixon. And he loses the football, and it is retrieved by a Cincinnati Bengal, the fullback there, to fall on it. And mercy, oh my, that could have been a big turnover there for Chicago. And it looked like a couple of Bears had a chance to recover there. As you see, it was Jalen Johnson who forced the fumble. But pick up a 2 there after the fumble recovery, and the Bengals will hold on to it, and down goes Burrow. It didn't take long for Tashawn Gibson to get home, and the Bears have their first sack of the day. And what has been a great season offensively for Joe Burrow, and a team that passes the football a lot, you're going to see this happen in the top 5 in sacks allowed. So 2nd and 8 turns into 3rd and 14 now for the Bengals, and the play clock dwindling down. Burrow against the 3-man rush, backing up, looking over the middle for Jamar Chase, and he makes the catch in traffic, and a big first down conversion. Both of Jamar Chase catches have been big gains of over 25 yards. That one going for 27, and the Bengals now close to midfield. Here's Mixon on the draw. He'll cut back. He'll find the first down as he works across midfield. And on the scarce carries that Joe Mixon has retrieved in this first quarter, he's averaging 6 yards a carry. Final minute here of the first quarter. Bengals drive started at the 20, now at the Bears 45 as Burrow backing up to throw. Delivers a strike. It's Jamar Chase. And he breaks the first tackle but cannot get away from Queen. And we have an injured Chicago Bear defender. That's Michael Pierce, who's calling for the training staff. So the tackle will walk off the field under his own power, and we'll resume play here on 2nd down. Burrow complete. Tavon Waters gets away from one before the trailing defender is able to make the open field tackle. And that pickup of 14 will take us to the end of the first quarter. It's Mike Hilton there on the tackle as we start quarter number 2 from Soldier Field. Chicago, Illinois, due to the windy city, and it's been a windy campaign for the Bears the last 7-8 weeks. And this team started the season 7-1, went on a 7-game losing streak, and now is trying to embark on a 2-game winning streak to finish the season and get into the playoffs. So as we take a look back at the first quarter, Joe Burrow threw a touchdown pass. But check that, Joe Burrow ran it in, I think, on a QB sneak. And on the Chicago Bears drive, same thing, Justin Fields capping off the drive with a quarterback sneak. Oh, no, I take that back. Joe Burrow touchdown pass was to Collins, that 11-yard throw from the left hash mark to the right sideline. Maybe Joe Mixon up the middle, big running lane there, and he's going to be close to another first down. No, they're going to give him the first, it looks like. Yep, and we do have an update for Michael Pierce. He will not return today as he has been ruled out. So loss on the interior D-line for Chicago. See if Burrow can take advantage. Pump fake, throw the middle, caught for the touchdown, and we do have a flag, and it will be on Chicago. That'll be declined, and the points will be put on the board. So second touchdown pass today for Burrow. This one from 27 yards away, and it is now again a 7-point lead for Cincy. Kickoff here for Patterson, and Cordero Patterson will not return. Take a knee, and the ball will be placed at the 25. So for Justin Fields, his story is the same as the first drive. You come out on the field down by 7, looking to get a spark here to keep the fans going and to keep the offense intact. Of course, you know, playing a team like the Bengals, you know it's going to be a shootout type of game. So your offense has that extra pressure added on to each and every drive. This one's going to start out with a 7-yard reception out of the backfield for David Montgomery. And that's a nice sign there for Chicago, getting Montgomery some touches. He's definitely a guy that in both the run and pass game is a tough man to bring down. As Fields will look down the right sideline, and he will complete it. That is a beautiful grab by Cole Kmet. Played his college days in South Bend, of course, for the Notre Dame Fighting Irishmen. And now in his professional days here in the NFC North for the Chicago Bears. Another first down. This play will go to Bowden. I'm not sure if that is Lynn Bowden or not. I'd be surprised if it is. It's not. It's Ortiz. Instead, he'll get a gain of 3 yards there. I think that's going to be credited as a rush, as it was a backwards pass from Fields. So we have a 2nd down and 7 from the 49. Immediate pressure there, picked up. Quick throw is complete for Montgomery, and I think he's got the first down as he's knocked out of bounds at the 42. First down, pressure picked up again, and this throw incomplete. Coverage there, tight from Cincinnati, and they make their first play today, and it feels like for either defense, the first play made by a defensive team it's been a fast-paced first half, as we have 21 points on the board here in the early onset of the second quarter. Again, Cincinnati sending pressure. This time it works. As the pass is intercepted, it's Chappelle. And Chappelle right to the 43 before Evans is able to wrangle into the turf. And the first turnover this afternoon belongs to Cincinnati. You see the replay that time. I think Fields was rushed there by the A-gap pressure. Although it got picked up, the throw was a little premature to cause the interception. So Burrow on the play action. There's a wide open target. It's the tight end Mayer, who also played his college days at Notre Dame. So tight end you in both locker rooms this week. As Mayer will get his first reception of the day to pick up 14 yards. And again, the Bengals keeping the positive momentum going. Both drives have ended in the end zone. And they're looking to go 3 of 3 here and double up their lead. Cincinnati entering play at 10 and 11 and 5 have clinched a playoff berth, and regardless of if they win or lose, would be in the playoffs. Just a matter of where they would be seated. So here is Joe Mixon again, keeping a positive run game going. He gets 5 more yards for his total. It's Mike Hilton along with Patrick Queen in on that tackle. We are approaching the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. Again, Bears down by 7 defensively right now, giving up over 180 yards of total offense. Majority of that, of course, through the air, as Joe Burrow has done against the Chicago defense what he does against most defenses, which is find the soft spots and exploit them. Joe Mixon trying to find room on the right side, won't find anything. Loses a couple there, as it is Carl Lawson there for the tackle for loss. Lawson that time doing a nice edge setter. And again, he came over from New York a few seasons ago, and since then he's really turned it on here for Chicago. 37, pressure picked up, complete. What a throw from Burrow. It's caught by Mayer, and Michael Mayer has another first down for Cincinnati. And with that last throw, Burrow now has his X Factor activated. So Mixon out of the shotgun, and he's taken down quickly. That is Pete Werner, making a great open field tackle on the former Oklahoma Sooner running back. And will limit him to just a yard on first down. So after that short carry, here's second down and 9. Burrow from the gun, another quick throw, complete. It is Collins who has a touchdown today. He makes another nice move before being brought down at the 14-yard line. Second reception today for Collins. T. Higgins checking into the game here on first down. It'll be Joe Mixon on the inside zone. He gets away from Eddie Jackson, has another first down. And Patrick Queen once more there on the tackle, but the Bengals are inching closer to touchdown drive number 3. Now Mixon has his X Factor. 1 first and goal. Bengals will call a timeout. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in the first half. Bengals up by 7 inside their opponent's 5-yard line.
Here we go.
And looking to add onto that lead.
11.
Handoff, Mixon. Nope, that's not going to work down at the 2-yard line. And that should take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, first down, they tried Joe Mixon on the ground. Does open up a lot of options here on second and goal, as the 2-minute warning is upon us. 14-7 our score. Bengals right at the doorstep of another touchdown drive. It'd be a huge deal if the Bengals can only get 3 here. There's a handoff to Mixon, and he's closer as he's taken down just outside of the end zone, right at the 1-yard line, and a huge third down play coming here for these two teams. Burrow will call his own number on a sneak, and he is in. Touchdown Cincinnati, and they do go 3 for 3 on touchdown drives here in the first half. And McPherson on the extra point makes it 21-7. And that was the longest drive of the day by either team, both in plays total as well as time of possession. As the Bengals go 58 yards in 10 plays, taking up over 4.5 minutes of game clock. So the Bears now trailing by 14. Minute 42 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and do get the ball to start this third quarter. So very important here for the Bears. You try to go into the halftime down by just 1 possession. Give yourself a chance to come out the locker room and tie this game up. Justin Fields will start this drive from the 25-yard line. Begins in the air. Fields flush to the right. Will throw a dangerous ball. That is caught. It is caught by Montgomery. Bears will hurry back to the line of scrimmage. Clock down to 1:17 before it is snapped. Fields shifting to his left, has an open target. The tight end Komet takes it to the 47. And Chicago will use a timeout. 2 receptions for 36 yards today for Cole Komet. As we're back from the break, 70 seconds left in the first half. It's 21-7 Cincinnati. And the Bears have possession of the ball just 3 yards past midfield. Bunch formation for the Bears. Fields over the middle. It is bobbled and incomplete as the ball falls harmlessly in front of Evans. That is just Justin Fields' third incompletion of the day. He has an interception as well as a rushing touchdown on the QB sneak earlier. So the clock will stop on the incompletion. It's just 1:05 to go. Bears have 2 timeouts remaining. And again, down by 14, trying to get the last 47 yards here to make this a 7-point game. Fields, that's not what you want to see, taken down by a pair of Bengal defenders as they will share the statistic there. And it will drop Fields back to the 43-yard line, and it's now 3rd and 20 yards to go. So Chicago will spread the formation across with 5 targets on the field on 3rd down and 20. We have a penalty as this pass is caught by Komet, and for now, he has the first down. Let's check the penalty. And this one's going to be coming back. My goodness, it'll be a holding penalty on the Bears, and 3rd and 20 has just gotten worse. It's now 3rd and 30. And for the Bears, you had a play for 3rd and 20 that worked. So you have one for 3rd and 30. We'll have to find out here. Fields has got time to deliver a strike. He's going deep down the left sideline, and it's in and out of the hands of Mike Evans, and that will be an incomplete pass. So the Bengals, who were careful to use a couple of timeouts on that drive, will get the ball back with about 35 seconds or so and a timeout to use. So here is Rashad Richards, who last week fumbled the football in their loss to the Las Vegas Raiders. That really was the turning point of the game. Bengals were down 7, about to get the ball back late, and Richards' fumble allowed the allowed the Raiders to take a 10-point lead and win the ball game. Here's Joe Burrow, who has been near perfect today, and that will continue as Joe Mixon breaking tackles across the 45 to the 49-yard line. Bengals not using the timeout, but will hurry back to the line of scrimmage. Snap off with 15 seconds. Burrow looking for Chase. He's got him. Chase makes a man miss, takes a shot at the 34, and that's where the Bengals will call their final timeout. No longer able to stop the clock. Cincinnati with 10 seconds left at the opponent's 34. Burrow, time, looking left side for the end zone, and it is incomplete. It was T. Higgins, the intended target, working on Kyler Gordon. And with 5 seconds left, the Bengals will trot Evan McPherson and the special teams unit out for a 51-yard field goal. From just inside the right hash mark, maybe about 2 yards left of that, McPherson will get into it, and he will drill a field goal late here in the first half. That pushes the lead from 2 possessions to 3, as it is now a 24-7 lead for the Bengals with just 1 tick left in the first half. McPherson on the final play of the first half will kick it away. So opportunity for Cordero Patterson to do something for the Bears, maybe going to halftime with a big run. And instead he will trot out at the 18-yard line. That'll do it for the first half. Soldier Field here in Chicago. Bengals leading the Bears 24-7. Welcome back to Chicago. Started the second half here as the Bears will try to claw back into this ball game. 1st and 10, Fields under pressure. He barely able to get rid of the ball, and it will be an incomplete pass. So as we saw in the second quarter of the game, Bengals starting to send some pressure at Justin Fields, and it has definitely rattled the young quarterback. Fields, of course, leads all quarterbacks in rushing yards this season. Second down. Again, Fields under pressure, and he will throw it away. Just able to get the ball away. Back-to-back plays. See Justin Fields running for his life. And it is a quick 3rd down and 10 now for the Chicago offense. 3 receivers on the field on 3rd down. Fields looking. And again, he's under pressure. This time he's going to be able to run and buy some time. And now he runs out of time. It's Trey Hendrickson with a big play. And the sack will take the Bears back to their own 6. So Gill from the shadow of his goalpost sends an end over end kick to Rashad Richards. And Richards able to shed 1 tackle and not able to get much further than the 44. So for the Bears, you started to hear some boo birds after that last punt. The offense after the opening drive touchdown have gone anemic. In the last 3 possessions, no points. As the Bengals trying to take total control now. Joe Mixon gaining just a yard there on the first play of the Bengals' second half. Trying to pick up where they left off. That first half, they were a well-oiled machine, scoring 4 possessions in a row, 3 touchdowns and a field goal. It's Joe Mixon again on the run. As you see, he's got that X factor going. Picks up about 7 as he works his way into Chicago territory. It'll be 3rd down and 2. And with the play clock down to 4. Burrow across the middle of the field, of course. Who else but Chase? But Jamar loses the football, fumbles, and it is picked up by Werner. And the Bears get a big play. They steal possession. Early in this 3rd quarter, they take over at the 36-yard line. So that's one of the few things you could say about this Bengals offense is they do fumble the football more than most teams do. They're in the top 10 in giveaways on the season. Justin Fields will start this drive from the empty formation against a 4-man rush. This time the pocket's clean and the throw is clean. It's caught by Cole Kmet into the 39-yard line of Cincinnati before he was dragged down to the turf. And with the Bears down by 17, they're going to up the tempo here. Fields pressured again, buying some time, but then he goes down. Guess who it is? Trey Hendrickson once more. And on back-to-back possessions, he gets a mega play after the big one from Kmet. Another 2nd and a mile here. This one's a 28-yard from the line of scrimmage to the 1st down marker. Fields looking for Kmet, and he's got him. No, he doesn't have him. He dropped the football, and that will sail for an incomplete pass. And that is a killer right there because you would have loved to have a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6 as opposed to this, what would be close to the longest 3rd down all day. There was a 3rd and 30 on the at the end of the second half, or excuse me, at the end of the second quarter. And here we have a 3rd and 28. So again, we'll see if the Bears can dig deep and find something in their playbook here for this 3rd and very long. Fields over the middle. It is incomplete. He was looking for Evans, and Mike couldn't hold on to the football. And after the turnover, the Bears are going to have to punt the ball. As you see the replay, man, that's a tough one. Let's see your receiver come down with that one. And again, the Bears, faithful, none too pleased with the display they're seeing on the offensive side of the ball. Here's another punt here for Gill. Richards from his own 5. Picks up blocks at the 10 before he stumbles down at the 18.
Here we go.
First down, Mixon. Biggest run of the day for him. Works across the 40. And this is a where the Bengals offense becomes so problematic when they're able to mix the run game in here, along with the lethal passing game that Burrow, Chase, Michael Mayer, and Higgins provide. Is this time Higgins will be the one able to catch the ball. As you see Burrow's numbers near automatic, 16 of 17, pair of touchdowns today. And we are past the halfway mark of the third quarter now. Bengals on their second possession of the quarter. And this is a completion of Burrow to Mixon. As he breaks the tackle. And yet again, Mixon after the catch, making plays. And then his fourth reception of the day has another Cincinnati first down. 12 first downs in the ball game for the Bengals. We'll go right back to the well. Mixon. Look at the effort from Joe Mixon. And he will have their 13th first down. 6 yards on the ground per carry for Joe Mixon. And he also is averaging 11 yards per catch. A little virtuoso performance this afternoon from Joe Mixon. Why not? Give it to him one more time. And he'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Second down. Burrow for Higgins. He gets the football, high points it, and has the Bengals touchdown. Third touchdown pass this afternoon. Cincinnati, total domination today. And the lead balloons to 24. And I'm seeing a lot of Bears fans turning around and making their way to the exits here. I think they see the writing on the wall. As it's 31-7 here, 2:50 to go in the third quarter. I'm hearing champagne bottles being popped in our nation's capital. Coach Moon probably putting together a really poorly executed Photoshop of himself making the playoffs. Unless Justin Fields and this Bears offense can get something going right now. David Montgomery, I think one of the first carries of the football game as it is. It's his first run today. As Montgomery will gain about 8 yards to the 33-yard line of Chicago. Second down, Fields standing tall and dropped down to the turf. Meli Fonwu, first sack for him this season and the fourth Bengal takedown of Justin Fields. And that's been an unwelcome sight today for Justin Fields. He has seen a lot of the turf as pressure has been the consistent thing the Bengals have been sending. This time clean pocket and Fields is intercepted again. Second time today by Chappelle, and B. Great is dancing out here, having himself a good old time. Ball marked at the Bears' 30-yard line. So let's take a look at the AFC playoff picture here. Ravens locking up the 1 seed, and it looks like Kansas City has clinched the 2 seed. 3 seeds going to the AFC East champion New York Jets. 4 seed Jacksonville Jaguars. With a win here, the Bengals at the best could move up to the 5 seed. But I do believe that, checking another stream real quick just to confirm a final score. Let's see here. Yeah, ATK won handedly against Traylon. So highest that B-Grade could go is the 6th seed. As you see this completion here of the tunnel screen to Jamar Chase. On third down, final play of the third quarter. 10 minutes remain in the Chicago Bears season. Bengals up big here in Soldier Field as we begin the fourth quarter. Looking at the AFC playoff picture, in the final spot, in the 7th seed, will be the team out of the AFC East, Buffalo Bills. As Coach Saul will make his first playoff appearance this Madden. And then going over to the NFC side, now that this has been unofficially wrapped up, The 1 seed this season will be the Detroit Lions after Will Levis's MVP campaign has put up another one just about as Evan McPherson makes it 34-7. 2 seed this season in the NFC belongs to the surprising champion of the NFC West and Coach Lon of the Arizona Cardinals. Congratulations. And fun fact, in the 4 seasons that we have played in the NFASL, there has been a different winner in the NFC West each and every season. All 4 teams have won that division, which is pretty interesting. As Lon was able to secure the division this season in the 2 spot, Coach Bacchus, who has made 2 Super Bowls this man and has won one of those games, has the 3 seed in the NFC, out of the NFC East. 4 seed goes to the NFC South champion Carolina Panthers, and Coach Brazy made the Super Bowl last year and did not have himself a good time in that game, but looking to get back to another Super Bowl run. 5 seed and a really dangerous team, the way that the brackets set up. The Seattle Seahawks team's got some really big marquee wins this season. And the 6th spot is going to go to the Dallas Cowboys, and Coach Marco making his debut on the NFC side of the playoffs. Again, he had the Miami Dolphins the first 3 seasons or so, plus some, a few weeks here in season 4. The furthest that I remember him getting was the divisional round in season 2, the year that the Cleveland Browns won the Super Bowl, and was unable to beat those Browns in the divisional round. So, interested to see how Marco does. Draws a tough matchup with the arch rival Eagles, who he lost to twice in the regular season. And you know the old adage, hard to beat a guy 3 times, but Coach Bacchus is a tough cookie to crack. So, best luck to you, Marco. And the final spot, as we, of course, are watching here, will be going to the Washington Commanders. And they will be the ones traveling to Phoenix or Glendale. I'm trying to remember where the Cardinals actually play. I think it's Glendale, Arizona. And we'll take on the NFC West champion, Arizona Cardinals. So again, long 3rd down for Justin Fields. Have to pick up 23 yards here. And this pass is complete and won't be anywhere close to a 1st down, but a completion to Cole Kmet. And he will be, about 13 yards away. And for the Bears, they're going to send the punt unit out there. No point trying to add on to the already pending result. High-end kick here for Richards as he tries to get to the edge but cannot get away, and brought down at the 23.
Gun. Stop.
Joe Mixon, he could run for days. This might be, one of those times there where sportsmanship takes over. That could have been another touchdown for Mixon, have run for 80 yards, but in the 34-7 game, what's the point, So, good decision there. I'm glad to see B-Grade take the gentleman's approach. Just go down, let the clock keep running. Let's get out of this game. As you see, again, Mixon on the ground. Looking over at the AFC matchups, the 2-7 game is going to likely be the Chiefs and the Bills. And I don't believe those teams faced off this season, but a really fun matchup. That could be one of those firework type of games, 1st to 50 wins. And then the 3-6 matchup is going to be the Bengals and the Jets. As you see these Bengals humming right now. Ran into a buzzsaw on Coach Toby back in season 1. And when he made the AFC Championship game against the Jets, but just could not get over that hump. See if he can get revenge this time around, or if Toby still has something up his sleeve. And then again, the 4-5 matchup, and before, this used to be Kenny, was my favorite person to watch in the playoffs, but it's now become Stu, as the Jacksonville Jaguars will once again try to break the curse and win his first playoff game since 2019. And he gets a familiar foe in Coach ATK in that game, and I know those two coaches know each other well. There's going to be a lot of chirping back and forth, a lot of throw out of sack animations and contested catches, but boy, that's going to be one of those games you want to tune in on when it hits the 2-minute warning, because somebody's going to have the ball, a chance to win the game. magic will happen for sure. Jacksonville playoff games are always electric because no matter what the lead is or what the score is, you know the game's going to be close at the end. So run here from Burrow to Mixon. And it could be the last possession of the Bears season is coming up here. As the Bengals are going to try a long field goal here. I'm surprised to see this call. A game that's considered over 34-7 late here in the fourth quarter. He's going to try, let's see, a 58-yard attempt, and he does kick it, and he does make it. So if that was real life, I think the coach on the Chicago sideline would not be happy. You might see him say a few words that get blurred out on TV. Because it's one of those unwritten rules there. Game's already over. It's almost more insulting to kick a long field goal than it is to punt the ball there and go for it. But we're curious to see how Coach JD feels about that one. But either way, I know there's going to be that gif in the chat of Jerry from Tom and Jerry sitting in the pool, sunglasses on, drink in his hand, not a care in the world. As you see, Justin Fields said, "I'm ready to go to Cancun," as he throws the interception. Third one today, as Barnett in on the fun for Cincinnati. And we are one play away from the 2-minute warning and presumably 3 more from the end of this ball game.
Here we go.
So again, if this was real life, this would be the part of the show where I start to name drop all of the people that worked to make this show happen, the people in the truck and the producer, the cameraman, the statistician that's sitting next to me, or the guy that does my makeup, whatever. But as you can see, it's just a one-man show here. 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field as we are wrapping it up in Week 18, NFASL playoff season 4 upcoming. Don't know if we're advancing tonight or tomorrow, but either way, some big games on tap for you this weekend. Both, of course, in the NFASL and real life, the NFL playoffs reaching the divisional round, the final 4 in each respective conference. Should be some fun ones here. I got, let's see, Kansas City, Buffalo, Philly, and Dallas on this week. So the Dallas one's the only one that I feel like could definitely be wrong, but I don't know. I want to see a Dallas-Philly NFC Championship game. That would just be really cool. But either way, we'll see what happens this weekend. You never know. I don't own the script. I don't get to see it either, so it's just me guessing like the rest of you guys. So, again, on 4th down, McPherson's going to try to get this to 40 for the Bengals. And I always forget there is a little bit of a rivalry here between these two Ohio State fans. Both supporting the Buckeyes in football, but when it comes to the NBA GOAT debate, that's where these two take some hard stances, and the one's in the MJ camp and the other is in the LeBron argument. So maybe that's why these field goals are coming. 40-7 now, and that will presumably be the final, barring any type of turnover here. So, last snap of the season for the Bears is a quarterback knee. Justin Fields will take it, take off the helmet. Looks like he did a little Tiger Woods fist pump like he just won the Masters. As the Bears will get a Lotto first-round pick. And they will enter the sweepstakes momentarily, as that is upcoming as well, the NFASL Lotto. See who gets number 1 pick. Let's see who gets number 18. Let's see where teams that traded in to get Lotto picks, where they end up landing. Well, we've hit triple zeros here. It's final score. Cincinnati comes into Soldier Field, dominates 4 quarters of play. Our final score, 40-7, favor the Bengals. So for the entire NFASL crew, wish you all a wonderful night.
Thank you.